Hey guys, welcome to my channel today. My name is Kachi. Thank you guys for joining me. So if you were new, thank you for always stopping by as well. Thank you for joining us on this channel today. Okay, so don't forget to do the right thing, and that is to subscribe. You all know you're supposed to have done that before now, but yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys the grace to do that again if you haven't or you forgot. Okay, so just subscribe to this channel, okay, and be a part of us. All right, so if you're new and not already subscribed, make sure you smash the subscribe button you see down below, and don't forget to leave your notification bell on to be aware whenever I post every video. And then once you're done subscribing, don't forget to like, share with your friends. Don't forget to always check on my description box. I tend to leave extra information for you guys down there. Okay, without further ado, without further introduction, let's just jump on this video. So guys, as you can already tell from the title, it's going to be how to clear your dark knuckles. This video is highly requested because a lot of persons have been complimenting my skin, complimenting my hands, especially saying my knuckles is so clear, my hands is so soft and flawless, and I really appreciate you guys for that. Like, sometimes I blush when I see those comments. Thank you all so much for complimenting my skin, and thank you all so much for noticing all the little things about me. I truly appreciate it. But I really want to come through for you guys on that one too, because a lot of persons are suffering from uneven skin tone, hyperpigmentation, and especially dark knuckles and dark patches. So I'm going to treat dark knuckles today. Okay, so without further ado, you're still interested in having a clear knuckles and all the routines that you need to develop, then keep on watching. Oh, I'm going to make sure that I am in order here. So I'm going to start from the reasons why people have dark knuckles. As always, I write them. So I wrote this one in a piece of paper. So as always, I'm always writing. So the reasons why people have dark knuckles, it is not your fault if you see yourself having dark knuckles. Okay, sometimes some things are inevitable because of some kinds of things you do and some kind of routine and lifestyle. It's not your fault, but you could also work on it. Okay, so some of the reasons I'm going to list out for you guys. So if you're having issues on this part, or you're guilty, you got to know how to improve on that part of your routine. Okay, my knuckles is not different from any other knuckle or the ones you have as well. It's just because of the routine. Okay, so for those of you that are not aware, I am not really filtering my videos. I use my phone. My phone is an Android phone, and I'm facing my window right now, so there is no filter, no nothing, and this is how my knuckles look like. All right, this is how it is. It is not filtered. Okay, the knuckles is one of the tough parts of the skin, just like the elbow and the knee. The same type of skin you have on your elbow and your knee is the same type of skin you have on your knuckles. So if you don't concentrate on this part of your skin, the elbow, the knee, and the knuckles, you're gonna have a very good skin, but this part is going to be having issues because you are not doing the right thing. So have a routine for your hands the way I do. I have a separate routine for my hands. I'm going to list them for you shortly. I have a separate routine for your hands, the same way you have for your whole body. Okay, so that's the first thing. The first reason why you guys are having problems with knuckles is using chemical based products. Okay, I understand that we cannot stay away completely from chemicals because we use lotions, I use whitening products, so 100% staying away from chemicals is not going to be possible, or not going to be easy, let's put it that way. But you could also try to limit or reduce the level of chemical you use. Okay, if you're somebody that's addicted to chemicals, there's going to be serious problems. Chemicals is not all bad, all right, because the lotions we use, some of the contents are chemical based, but once you're like using 100% chemical on everything and you're addicted to chemical just because you want to have a half-cast skin, you want to lighten up, you want to glow the f up, you want to all those things, chemical doesn't do that for you. Your routine does that for you on your skin. Okay, so when you're using too much chemical base, there's going to be serious problem on your skin, especially on your knuckles. Then the next is overproduction of melanin. Sometimes it is natural. Your body tends to produce more melanin compared to other set of persons, and then this part becomes darker compared to other parts of your skin. So that is another reason. So you could see that some of the reasons are natural occurrence that you cannot do away with, but you could also find a way around it. Okay, so the third is overexposure to the sun. Okay, the sun is man's worst enemy on the skin. I'm telling you, it's God's blessing here, but on the skin, if you're having a skin routine, you know that the sun is a horrible experience. Especially there was a time I was having so much burns on my eyes. I was looking so old, so wrinkled. I was always exposing myself to the sun, and I didn't know. I was using very good products, but my skin was so bad, especially my face. My eyes were so black. I had dark circles. It was horrible. Sun is something you have to avoid as much as possible. So I know it's not easy, especially in this part of my world. We have a lot of a lot of sun. Like the heat coming up from the sun could also fry you in your house, could also, you know, steam you in your own house. Okay, that's how harsh my sun is. The sun is around here. All right, but you could just reduce the level of which you expose yourself to the sun, especially when you are all out every day working, struggling to earn a living, to get your income together. It's not easy, but try to, you know, find a way around it. You know, there's a way you could, you know, you know that you have reduced the level at which you're exposing yourself to the sun, if you get what I mean. Okay, so that's it. That's another reason why people develop dark knuckles, because once the sun heats up on all those rough part of your skin, then it's going to darken up, because that's what the sun does. Okay, it just darkens every area that it sees on your skin that is flawless. It just doesn't like to see it. It just want to darken it up. That's what it does. So try to avoid it as much as you can. Okay, so that's it. The next is hormonal changes. As women, once in a while we have these hormonal changes, and sometimes our skin will experience that too. Okay, so once you're having hormonal changes in your body, your skin can sometimes react to it. It is not a sickness, it is just hormonal change. And once you start seeing your knuckles darkening up, and you tried everything, and you try to find out what the problem is and why your skin is going all dark, one of the problem might just be hormonal change on your body. Okay, so that's it. Then the next is vitamin deficiency. All right, and eczema and vitamin deficiency, it can be one of the reasons why you have dark knuckles, you have rough hands and dark knuckles. If you're deficient in any of the vitamins or minerals, it's possible that your body might react to it. All right, so that too can be a reason. And another one is work or stressful use of the hands. Okay, it might not be that you are like handy at home, you're always doing one or two chores, but if you have to find a way around it. Okay, it might be exercise, like you are a gym person, you're always going to the gym, you know, you lift up those heavy equipment. Or that's why it's advisable to always use a hand glove. But if sometimes when you are like you don't remember. So dark knuckles can be caused by overstressing your hands. You're not only going to have dark knuckles, but you're going to have like very strong palms, you know, all those kinds of things. So if you don't want to have it, then you should wear gloves and all those kinds of things. Okay, finally, dryness and diabetes. If you are always leaving your hands too dry and you have diabetes, it might be one of the reasons why you're having rough skin, which will in turn lead to uneven skin tone, hyperpigmentation, dark knuckles, and all those kinds of things. All right, so that is it. So now quickly to the next step, which is steps and routines. Okay, now let's start with washing your hands. Okay, it is very important to know that washing your hands play a vital role to keeping your knuckles and your hands very okay, very, you know, lightened up, very toned. So let's talk about the kinds of things that I use. I'm going to first of all talk about the soap that I use. It is very important. I use bar soap to wash my hands, particularly after I am done bathing. What I do is I just get kojic acid. Kojic acid soap is made with fermented rice, which has amazing lightening properties. All right, you could use any product of your choice, but this is the kojic acid I use for my hands. I use this on my hands and on my face as well. Kojic acid has lightening properties, amazing lightening properties. Okay, so if you were light in complexion and you want to go with a bar soap to use as a hand routine, all right, or your dark knuckles routine, you could go with kojic acid. You can use African black soap. I'm going to leave a picture of my DIY African black soap. I always use that stuff on my hands. And the African black soap has UV protection content, it has UV protection ingredient properties, whatever you call it. It is amazing. That's another reason why I always use that to wash my hand as well. As soon as I'm just done bathing, I just go to the sink and I just wash my hand with that. And whenever I am using this soap, especially this soap, I concentrate on my knuckles. All right, I just rub it there and then I massage the soap in my hands and on my knuckles. I just do that, and then for like few minutes or few seconds, depending on the number of times you have, and then I just rinse out my hands, and that's it. Boom, I have good hands. My hands are really looking clean. My knuckles are really lighter, as you can see, looking so good. Okay, so that's it. Another thing you need to know, it is better to use a hand wash to wash your hands than using detergent. Detergent is extremely drying, and you don't need that for your hands. Okay, your hands is going to become all strong like a sandpaper, and when you're in a gathering, you're going to find it difficult to exchange pleasantries with your hands and all those kinds of things. All right, so don't use detergents on your hands. If you want to wash your hands, please try to get hand wash, okay, to wash your hands. And even if at all you're using anything to wash your hands, always make sure that you moisturize immediately afterwards. Okay, so that's one quick one you need to know. So now to the next step, it is scrub. All right, the kinds of scrub that you can use any scrub of your choice. Just make sure whenever you're using scrub, you're concentrating on the knuckles. You have to make sure that you concentrate on the knuckles. Don't be in a hurry to just wash your hands like this. Make sure you concentrate on the knuckles, but the first set and the other part, and then this part too is another place that you need to also concentrate on. You know, scrub your hands. The kind of scrub that I use, the Sante scrub, I've mentioned that before on my previous video, but I'm still going to leave a picture for you guys. It's an amazing scrub. It's a salt scrub, and that's what I use basically all the time. But sometimes when I have the time, I do other kinds of scrub, like mixing turmeric and brown sugar, or mixing turmeric and white sugar. Whatever kind of scrub, make sure that you are scrubbing your hands once every other day. Okay, so that's it. If you have too much dark knuckles, then you should scrub your hands like twice in a week. But if your knuckles, you're just trying to maintain the knuckles you have, then you could do it once a week or once in 2 weeks. All right, then the next is mask. Okay, I try to do mask once in 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, it helps me with suntan and all those kinds of things. Some of the kind of masks that I try that has been working for me is beetroot and milk, or yogurt and milk, or yogurt itself, or Irish potato extract. With Irish potato extract itself does amazing job too. Yogurt too and milk, or yogurt itself does amazing job on suntans and dark knuckles. It lightens that area, and then those are like the natural mask that I have tried. Turmeric is another amazing product because it has curcumin in it, and curcumin helps with natural skin lightening. So what I do is I just mix it with honey and then apply it on my hands. Okay, number 4 is whenever I want to sleep, whenever I know I'm having already darker knuckles, because I do have darker knuckles sometimes. So sometimes when I notice that, what I do is when I do all those routines, washing my hands and doing mask and doing scrub, and then finally moisturizing, you know, I always make sure that I sleep with gloves. Okay, I sleep with gloves. If you're having serious dark knuckles, then you should always sleep with something that will help you trap in a lot of moisture. You could use a leather bag hand glove, or you could use an ordinary hand glove. Whatever you are using, make sure that it is trapping a lot of heat and a lot of moisture to your hands. That way the product that you apply on your hands and on your knuckles will work faster and easier and quicker for you. Okay, so that is just it. Make sure that you're always sleeping with something that covers your hands. Same with the feet. All right, if you want to lighten up or you want to have an even skin tone, you should sleep with hand gloves, or leather bags, whatever it is that will trap in heat and moisture. Just make sure you sleep with it. All right, and then you will see results. Okay, so finally, the last thing I always do every time, as a matter of fact I don't miss out in this one, is moisturize. Moisturize, 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 moisturize. The weather is really drying, y'all. Moisturizing is key to having an even skin tone, to having soft palms, soft hands. Make sure that you're always moisturizing. Make sure that you are always, I'm telling you, none of this is as important as moisturizing, okay? That's why I always state, when you're washing your hands, you make sure you moisturize immediately afterwards, because kojic acid is drying. African black soap can be drying too, so you need to moisturize so that you will seal all those goodness together. And then once you're also scrubbing, once you scrub out, you're exposing your new freshly appeared skin to the sun and to other kind of harmful elements, okay? So you have to make sure you also moisturize, okay? Everything boils down to moisturizing, okay guys? Make sure that you're always moisturizing, all right? So yeah, that's it. So guys, that's all about my video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking this far. All right, if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you do so right now, okay? I know it's really long, but I have to give you guys the tea, just because I know a lot of persons are suffering from dark knuckles. So we really need to upgrade our routines in this 2019, so you could show up those hands, you know, with your nails, you know, doing stuff like this the way I'm doing, as I'm always on your faces. I'm always showing up my hands, and you guys are always noticing that my knuckles are amazing. So guys, yeah, 2019, we're playing this 2019, okay? So that's another way to, you know, keep up, step up, all right, in your skincare routine, okay? So thank you guys for sticking this far. Thank you guys for watching. Until then, I'll see you on my next video. Bye.